we have some fundraising updates for AOC's first quarter, showing that people in this country are ready, willing, and able to not only show up at the rallies of, but also put their money where their mouth is and donate to progressive candidates who are embarking on creating a vision for an America that works for everybody, not just the 1%, and really speaking to working class issues that people have felt that the Democratic Party has largely abandoned them on, that figures like AOC and Bernie Sanders are stepping in to fill the void and speak to these issues. But before we look at the fundraising numbers, I'm Max Lopez. This is the Blue Wave. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below and share. So we'll head over here to X, where we have Oliver Hidalgo Wolhoben. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that last name correctly, but this is AOC's campaign manager, who has announced that AOC had her strongest ever quarter, raising over $9.9 million from 266,000 individual donors for an average of just $21. AOC doesn't take a dollar from lobbyists or corporate PACs. Our top donor professions are teachers and nurses. 64% were first-time contributions. Wow, oh wow. 266,000 individual donors donating to AOC. Absolutely astounding, showing me that people are tuning into this Stop the Oligarchy tour, and people are really resonating with the message that AOC and Sanders are getting out at these Stop the Oligarchy tour stops that they've done across the country. And you know, this is in a time when the Democrats are supposed to be at our lowest and completely hopeless. It doesn't appear that way. It appears that AOC and Sanders are sparking hope and a vision for the future that many, many people are tuning into. So now we'll head over to a survey that shows just how much people are wanting politicians like AOC in this time. This is from commondreams.org. Survey shows progressive voters want fighters, not status quo Democrats, to battle Trump. Our Revolution connected the sentiments expressed in the survey to a bid by DNC Vice Chair David Hogg to support primaries against safe seat incumbents. Active progressive and Democratic-leaning voters are interested in seeing primary challengers to Democrats who represent the status quo and are failing to meet the moment, according to a survey from the group Our Revolution, which polled more than 4,100 voters meeting that description between April 18th and 20th. According to survey results published Wednesday, 92% want primary challenges to status quo Democrats who aren't generating enough grassroots energy, and 96% support transforming the party from within, which Our Revolution defines as electing Democratic challengers who reject corporate political action committee money, PAC money, and are ready to take the fight directly to President Donald Trump and his enablers. Wow, oh wow. Again, 92% want primary challenges to status quo Democrats, and 96% support transforming the party from within. Now, let's go back to 2016 here. And my thinking is that maybe, hopefully, somehow, some way, Hillary Clinton ultimately losing that election, somehow, some way, was for the better for our country. As crazy as that sounds, looking at what Donald Trump has done to our country, I can't help but think that if Hillary Clinton had won the 2016 election, it wouldn't have just been all sunshine and roses. Now, don't think that I'm disillusioned that, you know, Clinton wouldn't have been 1,000 times better of a president than Trump, and we would be in a way better off position right now if Clinton had gotten elected than Trump. But it wouldn't have just been all sunshine and roses. Hillary Clinton was no progressive, okay? She adopted Bernie Sanders, some of his most popular talking points. She half-heartedly adopted some of them. But I don't really believe in my heart of heart that Hillary Clinton believes in her heart of heart in the importance of raising the minimum wage and of fighting for Medicare for all. Maybe she does now, but I don't believe she did back in 2016. And I believe that her taking of super PAC money would have basically hampered her ability to be a true progressive in the White House. And ultimately, these numbers, what it means is that AOC is able to put her money where her mouth is, right? She doesn't have to take any money from political PACs. And this is able to enable her messaging, her core message of, I'm standing up for you, the working class person in this country, against the elites. And I'm not just talking that and just talking the talk. I'm going to walk the walk and take money only from individual donations, which actually is a much more it's a much more efficient way to fundraise, as Bernie Sanders showed in 2016 when he vastly out fundraised Hillary Clinton, because you can get one person to give you $1 million or 1 million people to give you $1, right? That's the same amount of money either way. But this approach allows for candidates to speak directly to the issues and not betray their voters. And the voters see that, they pick up on that. They see that AOC is not taking any political super PAC money, and it makes them in turn believe in her even stronger, and really, again, just strengthens the core message of, I'm standing up for you against the elites. And this message that AOC and Sanders have been perpetrating across the country in their Stop the Oligarchy tour, it very much appears that it's resonating, being that 92% of voters polled in this Common Dreams article want challenges to status quo Democrats, meaning that many people are looking around at the Democratic Party at the moment and going, you guys are not meeting the moment. You guys who are trying to pander to the GOP still in this day and age, that strategy is not working. And really what I'm hoping is that Donald Trump's disastrous presidency that is currently unfolding is ultimately going to spur many people to look at candidates like AOC and just realize how different candidates like AOC are from Democratic establishment candidates, but also obviously much different from the message that Donald Trump is delivering. And in turn, this is going to turn into a blue wave in 2026 and 2028, where this backlash that is being shown in how many people are donating to AOC's campaign individually, there's a backlash that is growing in this country against the elites, against Donald Trump. And I believe that if people are going to continue to donate in these numbers in an off-election, off-year election, whatever that term is, there's no major elections this year going on, and she still had her best quarter ever. It's due to people being fed up with politicians not sticking up for them, not speaking to the issues that they care about. And it turns out when you speak to the working class issues and you stand up and fight for working class people, they're ready, willing, and able to throw their full support behind you. What a shocker. The blueprint has been delivered to the Democratic Party here by AOC. And we can only hope that Democrats across the country who are more kind of establishment Democrats, status quo Democrats, as the article says there, we can only hope that they're taking note here of these astonishing fundraising numbers. That's all I got for you guys in this one. Thank you so much for watching the video. Take care. Have a great day. Say bye, Ali. Say bye. Take care, guys.